Yes, you can send them in now. Okay, I'm ready. Hello. Nice to see you. Okay, well, actually, nice to meet you. I don't think I've ever seen you here before. Have you ever been? Oh, yes. I record all my sessions. Is that okay? You sign the release form. Good. Now, this is a therapy clinic. You know that, right? Of course you do. May I ask why you were here last time? Self-awareness. That's definitely a nice session. Now today, I have some different questions for you, and I have them all ready. And I'll be reading them from a screen of mine, and I'll be taking notes because this is very important. Okay? Very good insights today, sure. But let's do baseline, okay? Okay, baseline. Okay, what color is this button? Good. What color is this button? Great, good. That was easy, yes? Those are good. Okay, baseline red, green button, red button. Okay, now I'm going to put something up to your face and I want you to tell me what it reminds you of, okay? Okay, what does that remind you of? Good. Many things. Just a cloud. Oh, that's nice. Sure. Some people say cotton balls when they're washing their face, taking makeup off, or debris, or polish remover. Okay. Alright. Very good. Now, one more little sensory test. I'm going to flash a light in your eyes and keep looking at my nose, okay? Now you tell me which side you see the light on. Ready? Good. Other side. Good. Now tell me what direction and do not move your eyes. Okay? Keep focused on me. Good. Good. And now. And now. Good. I think we're ready. We're ready to start. Okay. Now, are you comfortable? Okay. Now I record all my sessions, so, would you like to place headsets on to listen to them very closely? You're just going to be asked these questions and then I write your answer down. I'll send everything over to you in an email. Alright? Shouldn't take too long. Just relax. Take a deep breath. Let me know when you're ready. Maybe I'll ask you 20. We'll see how it goes. You're all settled. You ready? Good. Okay, question number 1. Now, what I want you to do is just focus on the question. And don't think too deeply. Just answer the first thing that comes to your mind, okay? Alright, so if you could have any animal's ability to speak, which animal would you choose and why? Remember, answer first thing that comes to your mind. Okay. Interesting. That's a good why. That's a good why. Okay. Next question. What would you do if you woke up one day and could only communicate through interpretive dance? Dance. Only communicate through interpretive dance. That's interesting. It's actually very creative. Next question. If you could only eat one type of food for the rest of your life, but it had to be combined with chocolate, you have to combine the food you choose with chocolate, yes. What would it be? One type of food that you want to combine with the chocolate for the rest of your life. You could only eat that. Oh, okay, good. That's good. Okay, there's no right or wrong answers. Next question. Would you rather wear clown shoes for a year or use a kazoo? Do you know what a kazoo is? Yes. Instead of your telephone. Okay. Next question. I wrote all of them down and sent them as a PDF for myself. Got that, okay. If you could swap lives with an inanimate object for a day, not a year, what object would you choose and what would you do? Would you like me to repeat that? If you could swap lives with an inanimate object for a day, what object would you choose and what would you do? Good. Let me set this here. Okay, the next question. Are you ready? All right. If you could only travel using one type of mystical creature, which one would you pick and why? And why? And why? I love the why. Any mystical creature of your choosing. Wonderful. Okay, good. Love that. If you had to design a new holiday, what would it celebrate and what would be the mandatory food or activity? So, in other words, if you had to create another holiday, what would it entail? Also, remember I said, what food would be mandatory and or activity? Activity and food for your holiday. Okay. Very good. Moving on. Would you prefer to have a pet dragon that grows to the size of a cat, normal cat, or a pet unicorn that is permanently the size of a pony? First thing that comes to mind. Okay, good. Interesting. Okay. Next question. If you could turn any mundane task into a magical experience, any mundane task, you know what that means. That you do, that you just go through the motions. Second part. Okay, if you could turn any mundane task into a magical experience, what would you choose and what magic would it involve? Yes. Good. Perfect. Yes. Okay. If your shadow could act independently and had a personality of its own, what kind of adventures do you think it would be up to? Good. Would you like a break? Okay. Perfect. Okay. What would be the first thing you do if you found a portal that led to a world where everything was made of rubber? Have you ever thought of that? Sure, I can read that again. What would be the first thing you do if you found a portal that would lead to a world that's made of rubber? You may bounce, yes. Maybe you would turn into rubber if the world is rubber through a portal. Good thinking. Okay. Next question. If you could invent a new color, what would it look like and what would you name it? Have you ever wondered why colors are named the way they are? Or for that matter, anything? Okay. Yes. Your question. What color? Oh, that's quite interesting. Very good. If you had to sing every day, everything you said for a day, what song would be the theme of your life? What song would be the theme of your life if you had to sing it every single day? That may be a hard one. There are many songs. Okay, good. Great. Next question. What would you create if you could combine two animals into one entirely new species? Have you ever thought about that? Crossing species to make a new one? Interesting. You are quite interesting. Okay. Next question. If you could have any one object from a cartoon or video game in real life, what would it be and why? Interesting. As I stated, you are quite interesting. I love that. It's good to be creative. Yes. Good. Next question. How would you feel if every time you blinked, yes, blinked, every time you blinked, you could change your outfit to something completely random? Can you imagine? I mean, it all depends where you're at. If you blinked and you were at church, if you blinked and you were at work or school. Okay, very good. This is the 20th question. You ready? Okay. What's the most unusual way you can think of to make a mundane task like grocery shopping more exciting? Possibly. But these are just questions. Okay, good. Now let me add. Here's another one I want to add for you. What's a quirk or habit you have that most people don't know about you? And how did you develop it, if you know? Or if you could think of a way you developed that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Here's the last question. What is the most unusual compliment someone has ever given you, and how did you react to it? You may think about that for a second. You ready? Oh, that is interesting. is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 questions this time. Next time I'll have a different list. I will email these to you with your answers so you can have them for your file. Did you have any questions for me? Okay, no problem. The next list will be a different list. If you would like to come back, sure. It was lovely meeting you, and I look forward to our next visit. Oh yes, of course. And my assistant can take you out. Okay? Have a lovely day.